What's going on, YouTube? It's Mr. Red Bull coming at the wonderful power of our internet and live from Red Bull Studios. What is going on? What is going on? So, this is just a video titled, "What do I do for work?" Guys ask all the time. Well, today's day it's going to get answered. I have 3 jobs. I'm a doorman. I work as an auto body technician, and I also do event security. So you're thinking, oh wow, no, I'm not. I've worked all major concerts, Justin Bieber, AC/DC, Metallica, I've worked raves, I've worked everything. I didn't get a chance. I worked Taylor Swift, I worked Ed Sheeran. I'm going to be working when he comes to town. So what this video is basically explaining what I do for a living and some, you could say, tips and tricks, but I prefer, I don't know, you guys want to, but whatever, I don't care. So, okay, the key to being a good doorman, that's what you guys are sitting there thinking, oh great, he's going to give me a lecture. No, I'm not. Key is being a good doorman. You get your security license. You get that. This is what you need to be a good doorman. Good judgment, calm, cool, and collective attitude, positive attitude, can spot fake IDs and minors, and knows when somebody's over intoxicated, and physically able to kick somebody out if it goes to that point. For the record, this is a little tidbit of information you guys don't know about me, because I prefer not to reveal it to the world, but I guess it's time. Like I said, I've been in the industry for 3.5 years. I've worked for a lot of companies. I've worked for a lot of private security companies, and I do stuff on call. Currently, I work for my uncle, owns a security company. Name is not going to be mentioned. He does close protection and high-risk / high-profile contracts. I've worked on East Hastings. I've worked in places where they legally shoot up. If we're talking needles on the ground, uncapped needles, blood, cocaine on the ground, everything. Tweakers, everything. I've done it. Okay? So, if you're looking at me like that's bullshit, that's the truth. What made me go into the field, I guess, because I have a career in law enforcement. Because I want to go in law enforcement. I'm sick of seeing other people going into this industry and like, oh, just a job, you know, I don't give a shit. What people don't understand about me, behind this camera, this is me. This is raw, uncut me. This isn't, you know, no. This is damn true. I give a shit about my job. I roll with the punches. Doesn't matter if it's my boss, my supervisor, I don't care. There's a couple people that I respect in the industry, and that's people that know what they're doing and know how to do it, and that are veterans. That's it. I don't give a shit about these young guys coming in, getting their licenses, you know, they think they're dope, and, you know, I'm going to throw, no. Get out of my face. I don't invest in gear, from handcuffs to cases to earpieces to tactical pants to tactical boots to belt to notebooks to stab vest, for nothing. If you look at my, if you go to my accountant, I had him do this once just for the hell of it. I was filing my income tax because you have to. I brought in all my receipts for every gear purchased. $19,500 I spent in 1 year on gear. Believe that. I have 5 different pairs of pants by 5'11" that I keep in my closet. 2 pairs of tack boots by 5'11", full tack belt, notebooks. I have probably 6 sitting there right now, unused. 1 flashlight, holster included. Set of Smith & Wesson double locking handcuffs. You've seen them. Check the videos. What else do I have? Let's see. A pair of Kevlar covered gloves and a level 2 stab vest, which I can legally possess under British Columbia Security Act. I can legally possess it. So, but I had to send them documentation and it's attached to my license. So yes, I'm not going to get into how you can get one. I don't need to. It's not you guys' business. 3 years in the field. My pants last me year, 2. If they fade off, I change them. My boots last me a year and a half because I'm always on the go. Okay, you see me, I'm intimidating. That's what people have told me. I said, hey, I may be intimidating, but you don't know me outside of work. Now, when you're going to go apply for a doorman job, don't be freaking cocky. Don't be derelict. Don't think you're going to be throwing people out. It's not like back in the day when all the veteran guys know what I'm talking. All the veteran guards and doormen know that you'd go grab the guy out back, kick the shit out of him, and throw him out the side of the door, and get the fuck out of here. You can't do that nowadays. I've worked at some really shitty bars. I've worked at bars where management's perfect. But so you get your license, you pass the course, you pass the test. Simple. Okay? Now, this is where the industry is falling apart. I work with my colleagues, my doormen, my guys, my crew that have been in the industry longer than me, and they tell me the same thing. Dude, it's shit. If you're going to step into this field, be prepared. Excuse me, I'm a little sick. I'm trying to fight it. Be prepared to deal with vagrants, homeless people. People think they know everything, and be prepared to be filmed all the time. I don't have time to answer your damn phone call. I'm busy. Jesus Christ. Especially, you have to be level-headed. I've worked in sites where it's just a barrage. Now, this is going on the security aspect. Okay, this is the guard aspect. I call myself a security officer, regardless. They won't change the policy because they're derelict. But the security officer is paid to protect the property, to do his job and protect the people in the property. If you can't comprehend that, then you're a dumbass. Okay? You pass a test, you take an oath. Can't use profanity on the job. We're all guilty of that. I got in trouble for that, but I squared it away. Can't judge people on sex, race, or anything. Okay, I'm not going to get into whole details. Once you get your license, you can work for any company in British Columbia. Okay? You'll be doing everything from residential to commercial to general equipment watch to events. When I started security, I remember I did concierge work for a really derelict company. This guy made me go to his house, pick up his check. I did high-rises in Richmond, high-rises in downtown Vancouver. So you're asking me, what's a concierge? Concierge is a person that sits in a suit, tie, full gear, and is a security officer undercover. Basically what a concierge does, you have cameras, you're watching cameras, you're in the lobby, you're watching tenants come in, tenants, oh, can you go deal with a noise complaint? No problem, I can do that for you. Packages come in, you're escorting contractors, you're doing that. That's the life of concierge. It's a good job if you want something like that. Now if you want something event-wise, like me, I do events primarily. Good luck, because you're going to be doing a lot of Squamish Music Fest, Pemberton. That's free reign. Squamish and Pemberton, you'll see the life there, man. You know, I've done a lot of concerts. I've done Barricade. I'm a big guy. I've done it. I have learning the close protection aspect through my uncle, because he's a retired Canadian military, so he's teaching me a lot. This is basically the life of a security guard. People think, excuse me, officer, that they walk around with a huge keyring and a flashlight. That's incorrect. That's the most stupidest perception you people can come up with. Layman's terms, we're an insurance policy. Well, we're the ones to kick out the vagrants, the panhandlers off the property, so you can make sure you come in. We take the same training as a VPD officer, as RCMP, minus the guns, minus the OC spray, minus the cruiser, minus the badge, minus the taser. Okay, we take the same damn training. So now you're asking me, what course? You take basic security training. That is your main course. You cannot work in British Columbia without that license. There's a course called AST, which is Advanced Security Training, which I have taken through my company. It is, I think, valid for 3 years. I have to verify that. You're trained in use of force, hand-to-hand combat, legalities, legal, writing use of force reports, how to apply restraints, how to put somebody down in a proper professional manner. If you can't comprehend any of that, then I don't know how the hell. I've seen people, they take handcuffs and ram them on there. That's incorrect. You'd fail. And this is what my instructor told me. He basically told me, no guarantee. You need to be on the fly. If one technique doesn't work, snap into the next one. Don't think, don't pause, don't do anything. Your life is on the line. Take life of a loss prevention officer. It may look easy. Oh yeah, you walk around. No, yeah, you walk around the store, but you're also dealing with people. You're making sure somebody's not stealing. A lot of companies out there have a no chase policy because guards have been severely injured by the suspect that assaulted them. I know because I've worked for them. Great. Deal with that later. Like I said, guys, LPOs are a different breed. Doormen are a different breed. Guards are a different breed. We're all family. We all have different tactics. Remember that. I know a couple LPOs. I've seen them. They work hard, but it's a risky job. You don't know what they're packing. You don't know what the guy's got, a dirty needle, a knife, a gun. You don't know what these guys carry nowadays. Be over a chocolate bar. You don't know. If you look into workman's compensation claims, you'll see how many times they've been hurt. Irregardless, man. You take the course, you know what you're doing. Okay, so that answers that. So you have regular guard. You have a doorman. Now we're looking at doormen. Doormen basically are paid to protect the bar, to protect the patrons in the bar, check for fake IDs. Don't let minors in and evict people that are under the influence of alcohol, over the legal limit. Okay, that's LPO and doorman. Security officer protects the property from unmentionable people, undesirable subjects, such as homeless, panhandlers, vagrants. Now we're talking mobile. Mobile is a guy who drives around a car that works for a company that checks on guards, delivers documents, stuff like that. That's about it. Those are the three types of security you can get into. If you want to go into more advanced, you can go under close protection. That's a lot of training. There's no courses in Canada that offer close protection. Sadly, in the States, yes. Now, moving on to that. So you got your license, so you're all gung-ho about it, okay? Woo, got my license. Okay, good. Now, this is the main thing. This is the main thing you need to be good when you go into a company. You need to be damn detailed on your IR, which is an incident report, and shift reports. Those things, you need to have good handwriting. Always write in black pen. That's standard legal. They teach you in the BSc course. Okay. Incident reports need to be detailed. Use of force reports, if your site allows you to use AST, need to be detailed. Those are legal documents. This is what I've seen from years of experience. I've seen guards get paperwork sent back because they do it in blue pen. How damn hard is it to comprehend? Every legal document in blue pen. Another thing, when you get into security, buy yourself what's called an evidence book. It's what VPD uses, what RCMP uses, what goddamn bylaw uses. Not hard. You go to the back of the book, gives you Charter of Rights and Freedoms. And 10 codes. If you don't comprehend what 10 codes are, then you need to get out of the industry. I've worked a lot of events where guards can't comprehend what 10.9, 10.2, 10.4, 10.6. Okay, I'm going to go quickly run down the major codes you'd be using. This varies from site. 10.9 means stand by unless busy. 10.2 means I can hear you loud and clear. 10.4 means acknowledgement. 10.6 is stand by. Sorry, stand by unless busy. Okay. Okay, so let me review that again. Sorry, I have an email I have to address. Okay, so 10-9 is repeat. So if I'm transmitting to my colleague at the bar 10-9 means repeat. 10-2 means loud and clear. 10-4 means acknowledgement. 10-6 means stand by unless urgent. If you don't know any of these codes, then get out. Just get out. Don't even have a license. This is what these new guys don't understand. Now, security is 90% presence in customer service. Prime example. I know this from experience. I work a site that's very high profile. We're always on our toes there. We deal with different types of clientele. If you look directly behind me, I'm not going to show you the certificate, but if you check out on my Instagram, there's a certificate there I received from the president of the company I work for because I saved a man's life. I'm CPR certified, first aid level 1 certified. That is one thing next to my auto body course, my security license certificate, and that certificate that means the world to me. I have proof of that on paper. I don't have my wallet, I can show you my information, but I prefer not to. Take CPR. Take your first aid. It comes in handy. It may cost money, but do it. I saved a man's life. I gave him an extra day to live. I received some sad news the following day that he did pass away. I gave him an extra day to live. It's because of the training that I received and the information that I retained to save him. So if your perception of me thinks I'm an asshole, well, I'm not. Okay, moving on. Now, the essential equipment that a security officer needs. This is only if your company does not provide it. Black shoes. Not dress shoes are acceptable. Dress pants and cargos are acceptable. They must be black. Not brown shoes. Not your sneakers. None of that crap. That's unprofessional. You can go to any military store and pick yourself up a pair of tactical pants. Okay? That's the damn truth. Okay? Other than that, okay, now, accessories which you can purchase on your own time if you get higher up like I did, if you've been in the field longer. Tactical boots made by 511. Those things are 6-inch zips. You'll check out my videos. I did a review on them. Those things saved my ankle. Those things are awesome. A duty belt / tactical belt. That is your essential kit. You have everything from handcuffs, notebook, flashlight, gloves, latex glove holder on there. I don't have one, sadly, on there. I ordered one. Okay? Now, if you're on a site where you communicate with your other officers via radio, highly suggest checking into earpieces. Those things keep conversations private, especially if you work in a hotel setting, whatever. Check a website out that I highly recommend, Earpieces Direct. Facebook.com/Earpieces Direct. I purchase everything off Earpieces Direct. They're absolutely wonderful. Top-notch customer service. Those are only meant for Motorola CP200 radios, guys. Sorry I'm blinking, the screen's really bright. That's the essential equipment, and a black pen, not a blue pen. I've seen this time and time again. Fresh meat coming into the industry, they write in blue pen. That's unprofessional. If you need to go to court, the judge will scrutinize your notebook, will scrutinize your report. Why is this written in blue pen? My supervisor hates me in a way that he does because I put so much detail into my incident reports that it's unbearable. Don't write huge like this, write like that big. Standard writing, capital letters only. Now, if you ever get into any incident on site, doesn't matter if the site has cameras, if the guy's going to hit you, always be on camera. Cameras work in your benefit. Respect your crew. Respect your team. If the team is not in sync, you will fail. I've worked in companies where everybody's ego is so huge that it fills up the room. I'm trying to get a guy thrown out the door. This guy's hitting on a girl. This guy's picking his nose. This guy's scratching his ass. Now, you're asking, can females come in this industry? By all means. But I know because my aunt works for the company too. My step aunt, as I call her. Absolute joy. She's a fucking hard ass. I'll tell you that. She works her ass off. Believe me. So, if you want to go into the industry, go ahead. But I ask you, which part do you want to go into? If you're doing event security, now I'm going to touch on the event version of it. You could be doing everything from pat downs to bag searches to roving, which you're walking with a partner, making sure everything's good, to barricade, to watching a projector. Don't be picky. I've done barricade. And you're basically, stage is here, you're in front of the stage, you're keeping people off the stage. Now, people's misconception is because of the news has twisted our industry around so much that, you know, we're forceful. No, we're not. We don't use force unless we get assaulted. We have a legal right to use force on that person. Because if I'm getting hit in the face, then it's time to go, buddy. Alright, okay? That's what I'm saying. I'm going to give you guys a scenario. Comment down below if this was justified, even if you don't know about the industry or anything. This was a month and a half ago. I was working in a bar in downtown Vancouver. I was on the door. Okay. Checking IDs, making sure no youngsters get in there, because they always do. Before I came in. Oh, before I make a side note to that, there's UV light you can purchase that spots fake IDs. There was some checking people coming in, doing pat downs, ID. Yeah, you're underage. You gotta go. Thank you. Bye. Now, I asked you guys, what's the proper pat down procedure? This is question 1. Simple. If you don't know this, don't even comment. Start from the center of the back. Why? Liquor. They can conceal liquor. Weapons. You start from the back, down the leg, inside the leg, avoid the center part of the guy. Check around the ankles. They conceal weapons and liquor there. Check around the front of the torso. Check the arms. If you're checking jackets, pat down the jacket. Make sure nothing in there. That's a proper technique. You ask any doorman that. Be quick. I've seen a guy, I know a guy I work with, he's just like, done, like lightning quick, like holy shit, because he's been doing it longer than me. So I ask you this is the scenario. You get a radio call, fights on the dance floor, you got 2 chicks going at it, and 2 guys going at it. What do? Comment down below if you actually want to answer this question. If you don't, that's fine. Simple. This is a technique that in the bar that I work at, we use. Roll up a towel, put cold water, stick it between them 2. They stop automatically. It shocks them or their nerves or something. Then we either walk them out. Either the minute we do that, it even touches the side of they'll be shocked. The ladies, let's go. Either we'll grab a female waitress or some other female of the staff that we have that can walk them out, and we walk them out. Now 2 guys are different. They're going, you know, full bore, almost knocking each other out. You do not go in the middle of the fight. That's incorrect. You get hurt that way. Always, this is general instinct of a doorman. If you hear over your radio, fight, 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 you better hustle your ass. I don't give a shit if you're overweight, you're chunky, hustle your ass in there. Go everybody. 2 guys grab them. Put him in an arm bar. I'm not demonstrating that, but put him in an arm bar. Walk him out the door. If it's in Vancouver, call the VPD. Fight broke out. Let them deal with it. That's how you do it. If you cannot respond to a radio call that's fight, 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 you're screwed. I've worked in bars where doormen are just I have to handle the guy myself because I got one guy hitting on some chick looking down her tits, which is sexual harassment lawsuit for that guy. And the other guy, I don't know, he's taking a piss. And I'm over the radio like, fight, 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 fight. Right? And I hear nothing. And I got a 200-pound guy that's got beer muscles 2 times the size of me trying to punch me in the head because he slapped the waitress's ass and he thinks that I'm a figure of authority. And half of the doormen are dicking around. That's the problem. Jesus. Sorry guys, stand by please. 10-9. 10-6, excuse me, 10-6. Mm. 10-6 for a second, guys. 10-6, thank you. Okay, so, like I was saying. Okay, like I was saying, that was a situation that happened a couple months ago. And so basically, I had to drag this guy out myself. I had no choice. This guy's two times the size of me. He's got beer muscles. He's already exhibiting signs of hostility. I put him in an armbar. I literally had to, like, wrench it higher to keep him, and he's screaming bloody murder because he's in pain. And I'm saying, sir, stop resisting, because I know people were filming this because people have no other life, or they're just dumb or stupid or want to film it. So, you know, by me saying stop resisting means that, you know, it's kind of like saving my ass if the lawsuit happens. So, I'm basically getting this guy out the door. He kicks the door. I put him in a PPTCS, which is pressure point control tactic, as I'm giving him the armbar, and I'm like, please, if you kick that door again, I will put more pressure. And I put just teeny bit more pressure, and he was screaming bloody murder after that. I got him out the door. One of the doormen out front that I know, finally, this guy's like my best doorman. When I consider him my idol. He ran up. He helped me with them. Cops were walking up the street. We're flagging them down. Like, they run up like, what's the problem here? This guy's drunk and belligerent. Hit my doorman. You know, sexually, you know, slapped the waitress's ass. And so, you know, and he's fighting cops, man. He's fighting cops. He just takes 3 cops to put the guy to the goddamn ground, man. So, they get him in the paddy wagon, like, you want to press charges? I'm like, no, I just want this guy out of here, and he's barred from this building. He's barred from this bar. He's on bar watch. No problem. I come back in there. I talk to my buddy at the front door. I'm like, dude, thank you. He's like, dude, don't worry about it. He's like, where the hell are the rest of them? I'm like, that guy's hitting on her. He's doing something else. So he calls his buddy over to watch the door. Me and him walk up to these guys. We're like, come, both of you upstairs now. I go in there. I will exactly tell you what I said. So we're in this office. 2 idiots are there. First, my buddy's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Your buddy here is dragging out a guy that's heavily intoxicated, just slapped the waitress's ass, and you guys are dicking around looking for pussy? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm like, he's like, do you have anything to say? I kicked off. I'm like, listen, you fucking idiots. You guys are so goddamn stupid. I want to punch you in the throat. You can't do your job. You're an idiot. You both are stupid. You almost cost me my life because I had to drag him out. Though I'm screaming over the radio, fight, 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 and you guys are busy staring at tits and pussy, you're both fucking fired as far as I'm concerned. Get the fuck out of my bar. They're just like, I'm like, I'm done with you. Give me your fucking shirts. Get the fuck out. I just said that. and that's it. And he's like, he's like, go see, you know, I heard over the radio something about underage minor trying to enter, so he's like, go deal with them. So, about 10 minutes after I'm dealing with this, she was like 18, she tried to get him with fake ID, and she's trying to, you know, bribe the doorman with sexual favors, and I'm like, shit. And I'm like, really? I'm like, I walk up, and I'm like, what's the problem? She's like, he won't let me in, and, you know, she's all like, you know, trying to show me her tits. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get to the point here, and I'm going to tell you straight up. I'm going to take your ID because it's fake, and you're not coming in this bar at all at any point until you turn legal age. Or I can tell that very nice female VPD officer there that you're holding fake ID, and that's illegal. Would you rather talk to her, or would you rather leave? She's like, ah, fuck you, you're a piece of shit. I'm like, thank you, bye. And I dealt with that, and about 5 minutes later, two guys are coming downstairs with my supervisor. He's like, you guys are done. I don't want to see you back in this bar. Never come back here again. Give me your shirts. And the next day, they came back to get their final checks. This was during the day, and I got called in because I talked to him about an incident that happened. And I walked past and what the fuck are you two losers doing here? Get the fuck out of here. We're here to pick up our checks, man. Relax. You told me to fucking relax. You told me to relax, you fucking useless pieces of shit. Get the fuck out of here. Gave them their checks, and they got their checks and walked out. I mean, that's the whole problem. If you don't have good doormen, then you're gonna get hurt. So, whatever. Okay. Now, I'm going to summarize this very fast here, okay? So, just chill out. I have a message again. So, sorry, I just got an email. My uncle wants me to do a contract this week, but I don't know. I'm not going to do it because I'm on injury, so I said, hey, I'm on injury, so, no. So long story short, that's one problem there. Communication. You have to be good at the radio. No. Okay, now, this is one thing that I'm going to harp on a lot. If you just got your license and you work for a really shitty company, and you don't see somebody that's passed out on your property, if you're doing residential property, and you just walk past because you're doing your little scan thing. So I'm going to pause this conversation there for a second. Oh, you're asking what's a scan system? Guard tracking system. It can either be a thing like this long. It's like a pipe. It's called a pipe. It's a computer in the hand. You walk up, you ping it. It tells your boss where you were at the time. Okay? All companies do that because the client requests it. I've worked with ones like this big. They look like a PDA. It's like a laser. It was wired time. It's a really shitty system. It's like a barcode thing. It's crap. There's different versions of scanning systems depending on what company you have, but I won't get into that later in this video. It's already 33 minutes. Holy crap. This is exactly what is ruining this industry. This is an example of a really untrained, unprofessional guard. Okay, number one, when you're in a residential building, your company should provide you with the following: a uniform, which yes, but you do not wear goddamn blue jeans and fucking goddamn light brown boots. Are you fucking kidding me right now? What is this, goddamn fucking rodeo? I mean, okay. That's number one. Number two, don't walk around with your goddamn headphones in your ears, because anybody could just walk up to you, punch you in the back of the head, and you're on the ground crying like a little bitch because all of a sudden, oh shit. You know? Get out of here with that. I'm sorry. And number three, if you can't see somebody that's passed out on your property that's clearly in medical distress, and you do your little scan and walk past it, I would fire your sorry ass right away because that's a fucking liability. That person dies on this property, they can go after your company, they can go after the property management company. You, sir, are incompetent and do not deserve a license. At all. Case in point. I'm not going to mention the company, I'm not going to mention where. But one of the studio that I work at, which is this, has really inefficient security. That basically does not do anything except not do their job properly, not respond to phone calls, not deal with anybody, don't kick anybody out, and they sit and watch cameras all day. That to me is, these guards are the most unprofessional. I brought my friends over that are doormen. They started laughing at these guys because they're so stupid. I've personally had to come home when I'm off work at 3 o'clock in the morning, kick a guy off the property that's stealing a garbage bag because these idiots are watching cameras. How can you... Yes, it's in a blind spot, I get that, but if you go outside, you won't have this problem. This place is already... cheap. They're cheap. They're cheap. They're like... the company teaches the course, so... Okay? They're cheap. They got this contract cheap. They're cheap. They teach the BST, Basic Security Training course. Their guards are incompetent. A guy like me that has 3 years in the business, and my uncle that has 10 years in the field, came here and he's like, "Are you kidding me?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "No, I want this contract." The convenience store gets held up twice. The RCMP shows up. 30 minutes later. We're not complaining about broken amount of police, okay? Cop asks, "What took you so long to call?" The guy's like, "Oh, we do patrols." Bullshit. 32 floors down doing patrols. You're kidding me. Doesn't take that long. You're sitting in a goddamn office watching CCTV all day. For what fucking reason? You're not concierge. I'm telling you. This is a joke. This is like, if you want to be a douchebag security guard that like dumb, by all means, go ahead. Learn from me. Learn from the people that've been in the industry longer. Now you're thinking, is it worth being a doorman? Yes, it is. Some bars do tip out. Yes, they do. They give you cash. It's a tactic of stopping theft and the terminology greasing. Greasing is short slang for taking money from patrons to let them in. So, okay? That's what I'm saying, guys. That's what I'm saying. So, you get a tip out, you make some money on top of your regular paycheck. Highest I've worked for is $14 an hour. I will take no less than 13. Some clubs pay different. If you're caught greasing, you'll break the rules, you're terminated from the bar immediately. So, I'm going to sum this up as, if you want to do event security, be a doorman, whatever, I wish you all the best, guys. Be safe out there. Don't piss around. If you have any questions concerning how do I get the license, any tips, comment down below. This answers your burning question of what does Mr. Red Bull do for a living. There you go. Anything else? Ask away. Mostly like, comment, subscribe down below. And keep on drinking Red Bull, guys. Videos every Monday and Tuesday coming out. Check out my past videos. So thank you guys. Like I always say, keep on drinking Red Bull. Peace out. Mr. Rebel's out.